I make a ton of pickles every single summer, y'all. So here's 3 tips for hopefully a lot more cucumbers this year. Welcome back to Ray Ray's Garden, y'all. After several years of experimenting and researching, these are 3 tips that have made a super positive impact on my harvest, and hopefully they'll help you too. And stick around because at the end of this video, I'll share my ultimate bonus tip. Tip number 1, succession planting. Don't just plant once. Plant a few cucumber starts every 2 to 3 weeks. That'll keep your harvest going strong, y'all. I have a friend that every time she plants her cucumber seedlings, she always plants some seeds right along with it. That's a really clever way to keep things going throughout the season. I'm changing things up a little bit this year. In fact, this is my newest cucumber operation. And I hope you can see the difference between this plant and this plant. This is only one plant, believe it or not, and I planted him first before any of the other cuke plants, and he was pretty mature when he went in. Lots of roots, lots of growth. This guy here, I planted towards the end of my summer planting, and it was super small, not that much development, and I knew it was going to take longer to catch up. The hope being I'll have a staggered harvest, which helps for larger and more frequent canning batches, as well as just bigger yields. This plant's probably going to slow down at some point, and I'm hoping this dude's going to jump in and take over the slack. These guys are brand new to my plan, and I've already gotten over 2 dozen cucumbers from them. Over here I have the normal cukes I grow every year, and they tend to not really take off till early July, thanks to the shading out from the garlic I grow on the other side here. That's actually going to go through a major change this next year, so be sure to check out my garlic mistakes video where I totally explain that better. These guys will generally fill up this entire trellis and start to make their way over these sides, and believe it or not, they actually start to meet up with the tomatoes way over here. It's crazy how fast these vines grow. Which brings me to the next tip. Tip number 2, pruning for production. Snipping off these lower leaves and side shoots is actually better for bigger yields. Less jungle equals way more fruit. Just like tomatoes, cucumbers have suckers, or some people call them runners, that branch off. I definitely let some grow. I mean, it's how I fill up these trellises, but a lot of them can get cut off. Here's an example of a sucker I don't really want here. I've got plenty of fruiting potential already shooting up, and this guy's simply just gonna take up resources and precious trellis space. So they gotta go. It's easy. Just take some clean scissors or pruners and just clip them off as close as you can to the branch. And look at all this foliage down here. These leaves aren't gonna get a lot of sunlight tucked down here. I'd rather just clip them off so the plant isn't wasting resources. Also, cukes always seem to get the dreaded powdery mildew and even some early and late blight, no matter what you do. By cleaning up these congested areas, I'm allowing airflow, which will at least help. Tip number 3, pick early and often. Plants are kind of magical when you think about it. I mean, plants grow and produce fruit through like a combination of internal biological processes and a response to their environment. When a plant thinks it's gonna die or the season is ending, they start to produce seed. Think about a bolting spinach or a cilantro plant right after a heat wave. Frequent picking tells the plant to keep on producing. And something else to remember, the bigger you let your cucumbers go, the more the party slows down. Pick them early, y'all. And the bonus tip, vertical trellising. We've already talked about disease and airflow, and vertical gardening is the perfect answer. And it makes life way easier for pruning and picking these amazing fruits. You'll actually end up with cleaner fruit and straighter, which means they're gonna fit in those pickling jars a little bit better. Trellising is the perfect solution for guys like us that grow in our backyards where there never seems to be enough space. Vertical growing makes way less of a footprint, which means bigger harvests and all the things you grow and just a better gardening experience. You also don't have to have expensively built trellises, crazy arbors everywhere. Just use what you have. Make small improvements from year to year, and before you know it, you'll have way more cucumbers than you'll know what to do with, which is a pretty good problem to have. Remember, y'all, you don't have to have a green thumb to grow cucumbers. You just need some patience, a plan, and a little sunshine. We'll catch you next time. Ray out.